Welcome back, everybody. I'm John from My Small Business Blueprint. Today in our Small Business Spotlight, we have April Krabill with Pure Haven Essentials. How are you today, April?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm doing great.
Good.
So, from my personal knowledge, I understand what Pure Haven is. I've been around the company for a couple of years, but I don't think a lot of people are very familiar with what the brand name or what the mission is. So let's just start with that. What is Pure Haven Essentials?
So Pure Haven Essentials is a company that's dedicated to doing good. And we started with one family and their mission to educate about the non-toxic message, and it's grown to thousands of consultants across the U.S. who are still carrying forth that mission.
Okay, so when you say non-toxic, are we finding this in food? Are we finding it in personal care products? What are we really looking for from that non-toxic?
In both of those realms, what we focus on is the personal care products. So in our products, you're going to find only the safest, purest, highest quality ingredients.
Okay.
No toxins, meaning no fragrances, no dyes, no petroleum byproducts, no artificial things.
Okay.
Stuff like that.
All right. So from a personal care, from a home cleaning line, those product lines are all covered.
Yes.
Okay. But I also heard you say the word consultants.
Yes.
And consultants to me means direct sales,
Right.
direct marketing. Could you just go into a little bit of background about what that means and how you got started with the company?
Sure. So I know that the term direct sales scares a lot of people, and what I usually tell people is that I am not a direct salesperson myself. I am in it for the education.
What's your background, first of all?
Oh, my background is teaching.
Okay, so education is a big part of it
Yes,
for you. Okay.
absolutely. And that's the mission of the company too, is to educate people. And so for me, it's not about selling a product. It's about teaching people to do better
Okay.
with what they have.
So how did you find out about Pure Haven, and how have you really started with the company?
So our youngest was 9 weeks old when I was first invited to an event.
Okay.
And I went and I listened and I thought, oh, yeah, I'm not buying that. I don't know. But I went home and, of course, like we all do, I got on Google and started researching.
You educated yourself.
I did. And everything, and I'm a natural researcher, but everything that I was told at the party was valid. And then I just started thinking, and once you know, you can't ignore it any longer.
So just from your standpoint, you've been with the company for 3 years now?
3 years, just celebrated my 3rd anniversary.
And so what you're looking for from your standpoint is not necessarily to sell to people, direct market to people, hold a ton of meetings. It's that education and really having it be a groundswell type of movement.
Absolutely. The more families I can educate, the more people are going to start hearing about it and spreading the word, and that only helps all of us.
Okay, so we kind of have an idea of what the mission of the company is, and the mission of what April wants it to be as well.
Right.
But I want to talk more about the business side of it now. So when you say consultants, from a product standpoint, I mean, I'm sure if you go to the store, there's thousands of products that compete with Pure Haven.
Oh, yeah.
But there's also thousands of consultants that compete with April.
Right.
So how do you really set yourself apart when people get invitations and people want to hear more of it? Why do they listen to April versus any of the other people?
Well, that's a really good question, especially considering that in Columbus there are quite a few of us. I think what's important for me is just the education piece and letting people know that I'm truly passionate about the mission itself. I open myself up for questions and invite people to contact me whenever they choose. I just try to make it very personal so that it's not like going to a store and picking a product on a shelf. They will have a face to go with the product, and they know that they can always come to me for questions or concerns. And then with consultants, I really try to personalize their business to their needs. So if I have somebody who wants to join simply to be able to provide products for her family or his family, well, then I can help them plan strategically so that they can do that.
So they could phase out some of the products that they use and phase in some of the non-product. Okay.
Right, because some people get very overwhelmed with, do I have to get rid of everything in my closet? No, you don't. You can kind of slowly over time start to phase out. And that's, again, where the education piece comes in.
Okay.
You kind of lead people to where should you start, and then where do you go?
Okay, so if someone wants to just take care of their family,
Right.
That's a way that you've been able to be successful. What about if someone wants to make this a true full-blown business?
Absolutely. We definitely have the tools to do that. One of the things that I love most about Pure Haven Essentials is that they provide training for us.
Okay.
We have several directors of field operation who provide training for free, which you really don't get with a lot of direct sales companies. So the training is there, the people are there to help and support, and consultants can just decide what they want to do with it.
Okay, and then so my last question
Sure.
is that I keep hearing all these terms about face-to-face, customer service, and I think that's really where your value added is going to come in with the customer service. How much contact do you have with the consultants that you brought onto this, and what are some of those success stories that you could point back to?
Contact with my consultants quite a bit. Many of them are local, and so we see each other monthly at meetings, or if one of us is having a hosted event, we invite the others. I also am available for one-on-one meetings, whether it's just coffee at Panera to talk about things or whatever. I make myself available. But there's a lot of contact. Even with my out-of-town people, we talk frequently, we email back and forth. They always know there's an open line of communication there, and they can reach out whenever they need me.
Wonderful. So it's not just a product that you could find in the stores, it really is a face to go with all that education and with what that powerful brand name is meant to be.
Absolutely.
Wonderful. So where can we find you, April, if we want to find out more about Pure Haven or about April Krabill?
Absolutely. You can find me at nontoxicapril.com, and that's the website, or facebook.com/nontoxicapril.
Wonderful. Well, thank you for your time today. Thank you for sharing a little bit of the message. And if you ever have any questions, make sure to seek her out about how she can help improve the non-toxic products in your home.
Thanks.
Thanks, April. Bye-bye.